launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. Has the first down, still on the move. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first down and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
For their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but receiver, and he's brought down.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive, pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He fires it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's a quick grab. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed off. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Pressure is coming. Caught for the completion. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Now pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Direct snap to the back. Powering through. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The Canes line it up with first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown for the U. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Oh, that one's picked off. breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's the target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught. Completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read. Got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up to the 36 in its first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30, past the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes it 28-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
This will likely be the last play of the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target. Caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Wideout's now clustered. Oh, a reverse. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Finding space at the 20. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On the ground, it's Daniels. Breaks loose at the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Defense is coming after him. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's hit just before the throw. This one falls in.